content, two-way TV, fitness, sports, and now, nearly 8 years after our launch, Xbox 360 remains a vibrant platform, continuing to lead the industry in sales. In a few short weeks at E3, we'll be sharing great news about what's next on Xbox 360. We're thankful to you and proud of our leadership position in this thriving $65 billion a year industry.
I was going to do this yesterday, but I had exams to do after that Microsoft conference. Plus, I felt like shit after my exams, so I didn't really plan on doing anything that day, but that's why I'm doing it today now. But at least now, I have everything finished, so I can finally talk about this. Honestly, I don't have everything fresh in my mind right now from that conference, so you'll have to excuse me if I miss any details. Anyway, I actually wrote a list of my talking points that I want to go over. So, first one, Xbox One is now TV. Now a TV. Basically, the Xbox One, which is the stupidest name you could ever come up with for a console. I mean, even the Wii U, which at first I found really just a really stupid pun, but at least now you've gotten used to it, and it's supposed to be funny, like just a stupid silly pun, like we play, you play, Wii U. Xbox One, there is no joke. There's no punchline. It's all supposed to be taken seriously. Makes it just even worse. And Microsoft's stupid excuse behind calling it the Xbox One, it's supposedly supposed to be the all-in-one media hub. That doesn't make you feel any better, does it? No. Microsoft basically now are just trying to be social media people. They're trying to be the next Facebook, I guess. I don't know. And to do that, they turned the Xbox into a fucking cable box. This thing is supposed to be about consoles. I know this sounds petty, but sure, it might be nice to watch TV on your Xbox, but that's what your fucking cable box is for. And supposedly you're going to get an extra charge for using your Xbox to connect with your TV cable box. Why the hell would you want a fee on top of your fee already for TV? You know how fucking lazy that is? Especially now since that ugly ass Kinect is not optional. That thing needs to be connected to your Xbox for your Xbox to work. So that ugly fucking thing is gonna be staring at you every time you turn on that Xbox. That's comforting, isn't it? Oh yeah, and I also think that Kinect needs to be on at all times. Good luck sleeping at night with that thing fucking staring at you. Okay, another talking point. The used game fee. This pisses me off the most because Microsoft only had to do two things to make sure that this conference didn't fuck up. One, make sure that always online doesn't happen, which I'll get to it. And two, they don't block used games. They did both of those. I mean, how fucking stupid you have to be to do the one thing that everybody was complaining about. Everybody was complaining about it. That's why EA dropped on. Oh, I don't even want to get into that right now. But EA dropped online passes. People were happy for that. They were like, finally, someone is learning that people don't want these things. What does Microsoft do? most unfathomably stupid thing that people who even thought they would do this didn't really take it seriously. Like, they thought, like, Microsoft couldn't be that just fucking stupid that they would do the one thing that their customers didn't want them to do, and they did it anyway. Who knows what that fee is right now? They haven't said because they've been really, really shady and iffy with whatever details they're giving people because they probably just don't want a backlash and bloodbath or something, but oh boy. It's probably going to be $5 to $10 or something, but still, that makes the online pass thing even worse. At least the online pass, that when it's used, you weren't cut off from the whole game entirely. This thing, you're going to be cut off from the whole game entirely. So, that's right. Whenever you rent a game, or borrow a game from a friend, like, if you... Microsoft is basically saying that if you have the balls to rent a game from a friend, or borrow a game from a friend, or rent it from GameFly or Redbox like I do, fuck you. You're gonna have to pay a $5 fee or something for a game I just fucking bought. It just burns me so much because I rent games from Redbox. If I already rent a game, it's like when I first bought Battlefield, or first rented Battlefield from Redbox before I bought it. I'm gonna try it out. Well, when you rent it, you still have to pay the $10 fucking for online pass just to play online, which is like 90% of the game. So then when I finally bought it, sure, I had the online pass. But if I want to let my friend borrow it, he can't play online. He has to pay $10. Another thing is that at least Sony with the PS4, they said even though they said that they might add a used game fee, but it's up to the publishers, not them. And they said they won't be doing it, so I'm actually glad that they did that. That if a greedy bastard wants to put online passes or wants to put a user fee, it's up to them, and people will hate them for it. They can't hate Sony because it's not their decision. But for Microsoft, it is their decision. They're the ones running this. And then the most evil part. Let's see. Yeah, EA is making exclusive NFL content, and it's still evil. That's not a surprise, but still. What I find funny is that now Microsoft and EA, probably two of the most like infamously evil companies, are joining together to put out exclusive content, which just it sounds horrible. Like, oh my god. And who's really gonna give a shit about this extra content for NFL or FIFA or whatever? It's only gonna, what, be exclusive for maybe half a year, if. It's just, it's so stupid. Oh my god. What else was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah. The reason EA dropped their online passes is because, this is the most evil part to me, is that EA, they dropped those online passes to look like they changed a new leaf, making everybody go like, well, you know, EA isn't so bad. They took off the online passes, that has to work for something. They knew this would happen. The reason they took the online passes, they didn't need it. They can get fucking money for just the used game fee now. That is just so fucking evil. They knew that this fucking apocalypse was going to happen, so they prepared for it. It's so fucking evil. Oh my god. This conference just disappointed me so much. It's the PS4. It has stuff going for it. It has the indie stuff. At this rate, I am... At least when the PS4 was first announced, I was kind of iffy on it. Now, I want... fuck this Xbox. I'm getting the PS4. Maybe a Wii U sometime, I don't know. But, okay, next point. Oh, great. No backwards compatibility. If you wanted to play an Xbox 360 game, fuck you. That's basically what Microsoft is saying now. So, on this list, used game fee, no backwards compatibility, and I was going to say yesterday before the news that they said that it doesn't need always online. Goody goody. They did the one thing, and they did the one thing I didn't want them to fuck up. But then the next day, someone from Kotaku, which I don't even care about that website too much, but someone from Kotaku asked them if you wanted to play a single player game, would it need to be connected? And they said it needs to be connected at least once every 24 hours. That, oh my god, that is so stupid. If I wanted to play like Red Dead Redemption or something, I'd have to connect once online every day. And just to tell you, my internet is a piece of shit right now. Because just to upload probably like an 18-minute video, I'd have to compress it, because the source is a gigabyte. I'd have to compress it all the way to a maybe 700 or 500 megabyte video, and it still takes 12 to fucking 14 hours to upload. Whenever so my bandwidth is a piece of shit, but not that much of a piece of shit that it can't connect anything, but then when I'm playing at my Xbox, maybe every few hours it will like cut off on for some stupid reason. If I'm playing an online game or if I'm playing a single player game, I don't want that to happen. I don't want it to just cut off just like that, just because I don't have it online. That really burns me. This whole conference burned me in general. Just how much Microsoft has changed since the original Xbox. Microsoft used to be all about bringing mature games to people, and even though that sounds silly, but it was true. They brought Halo, they brought all these things, they brought Rare, and now they're obsessed with Kinect and social media. At least Sony, even though, yeah, they have a social button, even though, yeah, you can go back and say, well, Sony's doing the same thing. Well, no, not really. They have a social button. Connects to Facebook. That's it. Whoop-de-doo. They're not trying to pull some TV ad and basically have this thing where it's just basically this money-hungry ad fest. Oh, and indie support that Microsoft was so famous for, it's gone. All the indie support is moving to the PlayStation now. Ironically. And that means in this whole console generation, Nintendo is going to be the only console not to have a fee on used games. It's just a sad, sad industry we have in there. Just rambling now. Let's see, what else? Kinect 2.0 that changes tabs without a controller. Yeah, when they were showing off this thing and showing what Kinect can do, and even though, yes, it looks fun and everything, do we need to get really fucking lazier? I mean, even at one point the guy was saying like, oh, it's just as fast as a controller. Then use a fucking controller! I mean, how much of an ass do you have to be too lazy to just flick through the channels on your controller? I mean, is it really that bad? I can understand if you're trying to type something, like those, unless you have that keyboard little peripheral, it's kind of a pain in the ass to type something, so that could be useful, but everything else, no. It's just stupid. Between that and now you can order Pizza Hut on the Xbox, now you can just sit back in your chair like a fattest and go, Xbox Pizza Hut. I want 5 fucking toppings of pepperoni, every fucking sausage you can imagine, Maybe some garlic bread with a shitload of olive oil, just to keep it in there. It's just stupid. If there was one thing though that really impressed me, and it's not enough to make me think that the whole thing was worth it. Oh hell no! But I still found it really cool because I really like Steven Spielberg's work, especially as a director. So, hearing him make a TV Halo series, that's really fucking awesome. If there's one good thing Microsoft did in this conference was announce a Halo TV series directed by Steven Spielberg. I mean, if he can direct the Animaniacs and what else? What other TV show? Oh yeah, Freakazoid. He's gonna do a really good job with this. At least I was able to end this on a high note, if you can call it that. But yeah, in general, this conference sucked. The only way they're going to be able to make this up is at E3. That's what they kept saying, that they'll show the rest of this at E3. I hope to God that they can pull off something. If they can change, or at least confirm what half this shit is, at least I can give them the benefit of a doubt. But for right now, Xbox One looks like a piece of shit. That's all I have to say. That was my rant talk, or rant time. This is Final Blue Man signing out. See you guys next time.